Okay, my name's Aurea Freitas, LCSW. I'm the Youth Development Social Worker here.
What is your role here at this organization?
Okay. Well, my main role is recruiting new students and going through their applications, interviewing them, and then getting them into the program. And then after that, I run psychosocial groups with them on different topics, so safe sex, healthy relationships, school advocacy, mental health, and also individual counseling.
What languages do you speak?
I speak English and Spanish.
How does knowledge of these languages help the Rocking the Boat community?
Well, definitely speaking Spanish has been really important to my work here at Rocking the Boat. So many of our students, when I first got here, Spanish was their first language, and especially with their family members, parents, grandparents, whoever was raising them, it was just Spanish. So I was finally able to kind of engage them in our activities, let them feel like they could be acknowledged here, and so it's been a great way for me to engage parents.
Okay, so how important is having bilingual staff at an organization like this one?
I think having bilingual staff is important because it helps the students feel like they're reflected in the staff. So being students of color, speaking another language, it kind of empowers them to be proud of speaking another language, because sometimes you find kids saying, oh no, I don't really want to speak Spanish, just my mom speaks Spanish or my dad speaks Spanish. But having a staff member here at Rocking the Boat who proudly speaks Spanish, and it seems like they can actually be proud of that part of their heritage too.
In your opinion, how much of Rocking the Boat's community requires Spanish translation from English?
It seems like about 60% of parents need some sort of Spanish translation. Most of the students are bilingual at this point. We'll maybe have 2 or 3 each semester who are solely monolingual or learning English, but 60% of parents need some sort of translation.
How often are you asked to perform translations during normal work days and special events?
All the time. I feel like I'm always being asked to translate something, a permission slip really quick, or can you call this parent to tell them something is going on with their kid here, or they need to be picked up, or whatever it is, and the parent only speaks Spanish, so I need to kind of get on a phone call or be the go-between between a program director and a parent. So it seems like, I mean, multiple times a week.
Have you seen a shift in parental involvement at Rocking the Boat since bilingual communication has been introduced?
Yes, definitely. So many more Spanish-speaking parents have been coming to events, so I guess now that they're receiving invitations that are in their primary language, they're able to know what's going on. So been seeing more parents at our events, and also more parents reaching out to me to enroll cousins of their child or neighbors, now that they feel like, oh, there's someone who I can tell my friend who only speaks Spanish to call, then okay, yeah, your child can apply too, instead of it's probably going to be an awkward situation calling a staff member who doesn't speak Spanish, even though they want their children to be involved. So it's definitely been a change.
Do you envision this community needing translation in a different language in the near future?
It does seem like now that we have more students coming from African countries that their parents are still learning English and they speak French or some other sort of African dialect. So I've noticed more of the African immigrant students needing a link to those parents. That's been kind of difficult for me.
So there has been a sort of shift.
There has been a shift, yeah. We still definitely need Spanish, which, you know, I'm happily taking care of, but it does seem like some sort of maybe French or African dialect, there's a need for that now too, growing.
So we do have Chrissy.
Yes, thankfully, yeah. So Chrissy will speak, if one of our African parents speaks French, then that's been awesome. Chrissy's been able to kind of tie that gap.
Okay, sweet. All right, thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
awesome.
you.
I was like, you're awesome.
Barbara Walters.